conversation.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, and welcome to this case study interview with the amazing Briana MacWilliam. She is a recent grad of our 8-week 10K and 30-day bootcamp where we teach spiritual women entrepreneurs how to skyrocket their confidence and cash flow. My name is Vanessa Simpkins, your host. And I'm really excited. Briana is the founder of The Abundant Healer, a 90-day program, and she's also the founder of creativeartstherapysonline.com. Briana, tell us a little bit about, gosh, I mean, where was your business before you got started?
So
where are you now?
Sure. So I'm an art therapist and a Reiki practitioner, and I teach and I have a practice and whatnot. And so for about 6 months prior to joining the program, I was running the online school, creativeartstherapysonline.com, for continuing education. And I was making about $2,000 to $5,000 per month, but it was really more often on the low end. And I was working really hard for that. Just pumping out emails, trying to build my list. And I just felt like really frustrated and kind of exhausted at this plateau that I had reached. And I didn't know, how to package myself or really have a strategic marketing plan when I, came across your program.
And the results?
Well, after 8 weeks, I had recruited 4 people to the signature program, The Abundant Healer, 90 Days to Skyrocket Your Career. And that came out to about $16,000. So that was a really big win for me.
Yeah, amazing. Congrats. You had a business, you were selling kind of low ticket items, you're working really hard for it. Mm-hmm. And you took your income in 8 weeks to $16,000 by creating this high-end program and actually promoting and marketing it.
Right.
So and congratulations, like this is amazing, really. And I love this, that you're getting paid what you're worth, right? You're getting out there and you're feeling really good about the services that you're providing. And,
I mean, I had a notion that I could make money online, and, I had kind of already sort of dipped my toe into that. But as I went through the program, I started to realize that even though I was open to it, there were some blocks that were still kind of holding me back, and that my vision of abundance or of what I could accomplish was kind of constrained by that. And so the affirmations were really useful for me to kind of push beyond what my mindset blocks were. It really just kind of pulled the curtain away from my eyes in that respect. The second thing were the language and the sales scripts. So really just the way that some of the module content was written. Vanessa has a way of really expressing herself and of writing her words in such a way that there's really a vibration or some, a kind of poetry and resonance to it. And I felt like just in reading that and in sort of replicating some of that copy, or not replicating it, but like writing it in my own way, that I understood the power of words, and the way that the way I was using my words was either adding to or detracting from how successful my business was. And I would say the third—
This is really important. Now we're talking about creating engaging copy. So it's not just enough to write emails or to make videos, but the words that you use, how you use them, how you talk is going to either, you're right, attract people and promote you as an expert that can solve problems, or it's going to push people away as just another voice and blah, blah, blah. So I love that you've got this clarity around how to create engaging copy. This is it's a curve for a lot of new entrepreneurs. It ties everything together. Your languaging, how you're talking about your services, what you put in your emails, what you put in your content on your videos. So that's amazing clarity. And you also enjoyed the sales scripts. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, the sales scripts was really useful. So as I mentioned, I'm a therapist and energy healer. And I think one of the things that therapists and energy healers are taught is how to create and hold space for other people, but not how to step into that space, right? Like not how to assert themselves and to sort of claim that space. It's more about like holding and creating. So what it did, reading the sales scripts and practicing them, and then, and implementing them in sales calls and in presentations, it sort of called me to, okay, now step into it, right? Like now step into it and say, this is what I have, this is what I'm offering, this is what it's worth, and this is why you need to understand it's worth this to you, right? And that, so not only was it that I was given the language, it was also that I was that also was a mindset reset in a way, to be able to step into that, because it's a form of stepping into your own power, right? And not just giving up your space or retreating for someone else, but also to step into it and be like, no, what I have is worth something, and let me tell you why you need it. And it was,
and believing that and owning that.
Yeah,
it makes a difference. Absolutely. And you're right. Healers are taught to hold space. They're not necessarily taught how to have certainty and the confidence, which is what people need in order to, whip out their credit card and pay you money. Right. And let's be honest, as a coach or healer, whatever you want to call yourself, a mentor, an inspirational leader, you're in business. It's a business. You got to make a profit at the end of the day. And what's easier, creating, $10,000 revenue every month by selling a $2,000 or $3,000 or $5,000 product, or trying to $200, tchotchke little sessions here and there. What's easier? And so what comes right behind creating a high-end program is all of the inner work on now standing up, claiming, owning it, and being able to express that with words, but also with your energy and enrolling people. So, and actually, well done.
That impacted the way I did my private practice too. So it wasn't just the program, so my private clients, I started changing the way I structured that too. So rather than, like you said, doing, $200 one-off sessions or whatever, I repackaged it and I said, you can do 6 sessions. I only do private sessions at 6 sessions a pop, and you have to pay like $1,500 for that. And I gave it a fancy title and I gave it a fancy description. And I said, here's 6 things you'll learn in these 6 sessions with me. And I had, the minute I wrote it and posted it, someone was like, okay, and they paid me 6 sessions in advance. That had never happened in my practice before. So I was like, ooh, I can apply this to other things too. So yeah, that resonated for me.
And congratulations for taking the information and applying it. Okay, and now all the results are yours. And this is why I know after running, masterminds and, groups here for the last 8 years, that the mastermind model, having a mentor, and what do mentors actually do? They give you new ideas, right? They give you a new idea to implement. And how awesome now that you are now having all of these amazing results, but you implemented the idea. And the idea was, let's create packages, because your clients get better results working with you in the long haul anyways, and they really want the end result. That's really all they care about. You to say, okay, here are the rules of how we can do that. It's my business, my sandbox, you play by my rules or you get out. Most entrepreneurs are too afraid to actually make rules. They're just like, please, please, I'm so desperate, I'll just take anything, oh my God, right? And they don't know that you can create your own rules. And it's actually more beneficial to the client, and you feel great too. Yeah. So I love that. So you talked about, opening up your mindset to what was possible. We looked at sales scripts, learning about how to create engaging copy and use your words to really attract people and inspire and enroll them into what was possible. And what was the third shift for you?
So the third thing was really more the practical implementation of a marketing strategy, specifically the assistance with Facebook ads and things like that. Knowing what they are, how to, target an audience, how to write the ad, how to monitor it and figure out if it's doing well or not, and then, the strategy of using that ad to kind of funnel people into a group and have that basically become your warm audience. And my group now is 200 members. And I have people coming in, usually 2, 3, 4 people requesting a day. So that has been really useful for me in terms of, collecting an audience that is paying attention and answering questions, before they even enter the group. So I have a good sense of what it is that they want and are looking for.
Awesome. So the Facebook ad support. Now, Facebook can be, to me, it's like Chinese. It's a whole other language, especially when you get into the ads portion. But we teach our clients how to effectively use ads, attract the right clients, and create a pond. You know, like this Facebook group that you guys are going to be watching this video in, the Bikini Business Breakthrough group. But we put your ideal audience, and then we teach you how to be visible, deliver value, make offers to that group. So one of the biggest problems entrepreneurs start with is, who the hell am I going to make offers? You're going to call my mom, my aunt, my uncle, and offer them coaching. They don't even know what coaching is. They didn't have problems that I can solve, right? Or they're not willing to solve those problems. So how are you going to, you know, be visible, deliver value, make offers to people? Where do you find these people? And in the program, we show you how to do that online using, and we give you a Facebook ninja that works with our clients. You can't hire him on your own. He has a non-compete, but you know, he's very much there to support you and work on your ad copy and say, you know what, Briana, change this, change that. He's been, you know, I thought to myself, well, how did we get to 1 million+ this year in business? How, you know, what did we do right? And how can we help our clients, you know, achieve similar results? And so our Facebook ad expert works with you, and he is a ninja, right? I mean, this guy lives, breathes, and eats Facebook ads all day long. He's like one of these guys that will stay up all night long to like figure out the problem, which I love. So, and because of that, you now have this amazing group. And you know how to engage with them and how to invite them in your programs. And you're having new people that are coming in, so it's not stagnant anymore. It's not like you're burning out an email list or something, but every day you've got more and more engagement. And I think that's really when you can start to grow a business. Right now, when you're not like, oh, hoping and praying and going to network marketing meetings or breakfast meetings and lunch meetings and begging people to be your clients. You are, you know, every day you're spending a bit of money on Facebook, and the return on that is a profit. And when you have a high-end program, how much are you charging now? You have, you created a program that.
Yeah, it's a training program.
You raised,
I did. I raised the rate. So the rate is, it's $3,500 if they pay in the lump sum, and then it's $4,050 if they make a payment plan. They choose a payment plan.
Awesome. So, I mean, totally there, right? When you're only spending 5 or 10 book ads, right? And that, in the end of the day, a successful business is one where you're impacting people, you're helping people, but you're also making a profit. And it sounds like you're doing an awesome job with that, Brandon. So congratulations. I'm so stoked that you know, showed up and implemented, you know, the recipe that we teach, because it works. So I want to ask you some more questions.
Sure.
We also teach you about a 30-day video challenge. What did you think about that? Was it exciting? Was it fun? Was it hard? What did you think about it?
You know, I'm fairly comfortable on camera, but coming up with 30 short videos or like topics for 30 things in a row, it was a bit of a challenge. And I think for me, it was a good challenge though, because I'm used to lecturing, because I teach a lot. And I think what was important, what was really important that I got out of that was brevity, getting to the point, and also being able to kind of hone in on what's the essential information being communicated here. And it doesn't even have to be that I have like some extraordinary topic every video, but like, what aspect of human authentic connection am I trying to establish with my audience today? And how am I going to communicate that? And it could just be through like one video was a quote I read while I was on the Stairmaster at the gym. And then I just went and sat in the park for 5 to 10 minutes and talked about that quote, you know, as a live video. So I think also realizing that it doesn't have to be like, I don't have to have researched every element of the video before I put it up. Like I can also just have a reflection. You know, like another video was like, I told a story that I had heard when I lived in Ireland for a little while. And because I felt like it applied to mindset, you know, how sometimes we have a tendency to punish ourselves as a way of spiting someone or as a way of keeping ourselves sort of in place, you know. So the ideas kind of started to come more fluidly the more that I did it. So that was kind of more or less the challenge for me.
Yeah, I love it. And you know, how how awesome is that, you know, to pull off this mask, or how to have everything right, you know, just perfect and be so structured and have the video and everything. And, you know, no, you can just share an idea, share a concept, share a story. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's what people want, right? They want, I believe that authenticity is a new currency in business. It's not how many, you know, it's not how many years you've been in business or how many certifications that you have, but, you know, what's going on in your life, those parts of yourself. And that, I think, really tells the wisdom. So awesome. I love that. I love that it became easier, right?
Yeah.
So what would you say to other women, Briana, who are maybe thinking of joining this 8-week boot camp? They maybe watch some videos like this. They're in the Facebook group. They're like, oh my God, should I do it? What would you say?
I would say, if not now, when? Right? You know, it's like now is the only time that you have. You keep putting something off, then, you know, it's your life. It's your life. Right? Like it's not just the money you're making, it's your love life, it's your sex life. It's just the quality of the way you're moving through this plane of existence, you know? And there is no tomorrow, there's no yesterday, there's only now. And so why not? Right.
I love it. You're right. You know, a bigger, expanded version of you, the version of you that shows up and, you know, says yes, you know, that shows up very differently. Yes, in your career, in your love life, in your personal life, you know, the mindset shifts, the awareness. So I love that. Yes, not now, then when. Thank you, the amazing Briana MacWilliam from the Abundant Healer 90 program and Creative Arts Therapies Online.com. Thank you again for inspiring other women to just go for it. Absolutely. And if you're watching and you want to have results like this, I'll post a link here below the video where you can apply for our 8-week boot camp. It's a real accountability support system, collaboration with other awesome spiritual healers who are trying to move into the
team. Is amazing. Yeah. Your team is amazing.
My team is amazing.
I just wanted to add that the team is absolutely amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, big shout out. We have some phenomenal mindset mentors that track you guys and make sure that you're not spends and, you know, getting the pieces of the puzzle implemented. Facebook ad support. We're inside an amazing Facebook community where you can ask questions. So you never like, I don't know what to do. I'm overwhelmed or I'm confused. That doesn't happen. We have a lot of support, and that's why I think people get such awesome results. You can't hide out, not that you would want to, but you can't, right? It's a small intimate group, and our clients are awesome. Briana is amazing, beautiful, spiritual, you know, empowered women that really want to take their business to the next level, and are really committed to doing that. And so if that's you, then we do want to, and Annie's hearing here, oh, she's inspired by the gorgeous, heartfelt brand you built. Yeah, so amazing team. And if you want to get results like that, go ahead and click the link below. I'll post the application link where you can apply and speak to someone on our team about joining. Awesome. All right, everybody. You should do it. Yes, do it. Don't wait. Thank you, Briana. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I'm Vanessa, and I'm sending you big hugs. Bye, everyone.
Bye.